look like Jose Carvajal, but black right now. Tight ass fit with the beard with the low top.
Jose Carvalho, that's crazy.
What is that not his first name? Danny, I'm tripping.
Danny, that's why I'm like,
I'm like,
what are we
who?
doing?
So I
This
call
like
myself that.
that was wild.
Yeah,
I didn't I
facts.
didn't
I
know
like
where
it.
you was
I like
going
it.
with
I
it.
like it. I like it. I like it. Might be my new name in these streets.
I didn't know where you was going with it, but hey. But we live here. Welcome to another edition of Kicking It with the Brothers, with your boy ML and the Barca boy, the one and only, the number one, and top of La League after match day one. Our man, what up, Charles? How you feeling, baby?
Oh man, can't complain, man. Soccer season is upon us. Uh, shit. Yeah, life is going now. Like everything is right now. So just happy that the season started.
Hey, absolutely, absolutely. Why not? Um, Phenomenal stuff that's going on. I really enjoyed it. On Saturday, I was horizontal, 7:25, but pause. 7:25. Turned on USA and Ipswich Town. They were doing their thing, and I was just really happy. It was a football game on from 7:30 until 5:30 Eastern Standard. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk later about that. It
Normal
was great.
normal person could have just said they were comfortably enjoying the game at 7 in the morning. Nope, I was horizontal.
The reason why the night before
Nah, nigga, he
was a
was.
wild one.
What were you, vertical? Were you standing and watching this shit? Were you pledging allegiance to
I
the
didn't know I
fuck?
was. Listen, I was hurting. Like, cause here's our thing. When I don't eat the night before, and I was at these festivities, there was a watermelon jungle juice that also included champagne. So therefore, I just was not in my best state of mind. But I pushed through. I was doing like one of those. It didn't kick in or didn't kick until about 4:30 after like the Wayne Avenue Wendy's stopped, and then things didn't turn back into like non-fuzzies until like 4:30, 5 o'clock on Key Favor. That's what type of night it was from not consuming enough to eat.
Them chicken nuggets with the
Oh,
JB's with a junior bacon cheeseburger is different.
the most, I honest to goodness, the first of all, the most efficient Wendy's of all time. That Wendy's was how they started the Chick-fil-A Midwest
Yeah,
customer service.
it was
I'm
it
quite
was
certain.
they were on it. They were on it. Shout out to them.
They really were. They really were. But hey, there we are. So yeah, man. But good to see you. Did you have a good weekend, sir?
I can't complain. Went and saw Twisters. A little behind on my movies, but I'm about to catch up.
You're out on the acting.
Yeah, it was just some really bad acting. Just a lot of the plot. It's just I don't like movies where the because the tornado is the main character of the movie, that the plot around everything else is just kind of trash. They're having a super tornado event, and yet there's still a rodeo in the middle of this movie. There's a fucking town square
Mm.
fair. The guy could have postponed some of this. It's just people outside in the middle of a weather phenomenon. It's just people outside. These motherfuckers there's a night
Got you.
rodeo. There's a night rodeo. And what do you know? A tornado comes.
I
and,
mean,
and
I hear it.
they all seem so surprised. That's the part that
So was it the
comes.
plot that wasn't great, or you weren't feeling
It's
or
like
you weren't feeling the acting too?
I like to go to the movies and kind of lose myself in it, and shit like that just doesn't, because it's like this isn't even realistic. Like y'all are tornado people, and you seem surprised. Like you don't like, unless it's the tornado that they're chasing. Like they don't know anything about any other tornado in the movie. Like there's a whole fucking
Hmm.
tornado coming exactly where you guys are at, and you know nothing about it. Just 9 to 5 meteorologist right there, buddy. Well, clock out, close laptops.
So will we have a Twisters like square root, or are we done? Like, how we gonna do this?
No.
Twisters, is it no more sequels?
I'm sure they're gonna make a third one.
Right.
Or like they put like
Okay.
a twisted 3 in the name or something. I don't know. I was
Okay.
even a little
Gotcha.
disappointed in the actual Twisters because it's like you would think with the level of technology that they would be able to make like the best storms ever, but even the storms were kind of yeah.
Well, speaking of storms, let's talk about Valencia. I think they started out. I'm not saying they ever had any type of control of the game. What they did was just they took the chance that they had. But in true Barcelona fashion, and congrats to Hansi Flick on his first victory of the year. This is the Charles section of the show. We are going to always make sure that you will hear between us as a group. When we have everybody here, you will have us as you will see a Big Six recap. We're always going to focus on the Spanish Giants, but then we also have an ops. We're going to talk about ops and games and leagues that we just need to monitor because everybody's in the Champions League. Oh, except for a boy who's in Manchester United. But we got to focus on the Spanish Giants and top of La Liga after match day one, Barcelona and Lewandowski, 2 goals, bang bang.
Easy work. I mean, if you give the man chances, he will score. If you give him a penalty, more chances. That penalty was tough. Top bins. No hate for me on that one. Like that's what he's supposed to do. So good easy win for us. Still a weird part of the season for us and a bunch of other teams is still without our full squad. So not really gonna take too much of an assessment, to be honest with you. Just take my 3 points and keep it moving. So we'll really get into like the actual like flow of things. Like once Fermin's back in the squad, once Frankie's healthy, we can start to get a little bit more flow. Once the window ends, I'll just say once the window ends, I'll feel better about like this is the squad. So with what we got, we made it work.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. What didn't you like about match day one, though?
From
Barca? For your squad or anything that just anything that you just raised your eyebrows at all?
I mean, try not to overthink it too much, to be honest with you. Trying to give a little bit of grace. They were start off a little slow, but I mean, it's the first 45 of the season. I'm not going to be too mad at you for that as long as you find your sea legs. But I mean, I would, I want to see us playing like obviously like a little bit more precision, but I'm not sure if that's a byproduct of the youth that we're playing with in the squad, or are those same patterns of play that we're playing with, are those crisper when we got Frankie and Pedri at full strength and Gabby pressing the ball and stuff like that. So it's kind of, we started 3 17-year-olds. So like I said, I'm going to continue to give grace. I mean, Lamine was out there doing Lamine stuff. As long as he stays healthy and upright, I think he's going to be the best player in the world. So, yeah. So it's always nice when he plays.
Yeah, that's his ceiling. And we, we'll always continue to make sure we reference him. So, yeah, Kubarsi as a 17-year-old, Lamine, and then was it Bernal?
Yeah.
Not Bernal. Yeah, Bernal, right in midfield.
Yeah.
Did Rafinha play as a 10 of some sort?
I've been trying to tell y'all, yes, Rafinha played the 10 and right, like sitting behind it's a 10 second striker, whatever you want to call it. But I've been trying to tell y'all, Rafinha is a midfielder for like a year and a half. Y'all won't believe me. There are a lot of, he's one of the many players in the world that I think are out of position, playing out of position on the wing, and they're really like interior attacking midfielders. But yeah, he can pass, he can dribble. His work rate is unbelievable. So he's got a midfielder's work rate. So I mean, I don't mind him being there. I would be interested to see what happens once they got Danny Olmo in there, and then obviously in the long term, once that pit bull gets let off the leash, or around the New Year. When he's up there, I'll be really interested to see what's possible when Ansu gets back. Maybe they'll put him there. Yeah, possibilities are good. Like as much as like you always have to like split your brain in two parts. Like as much as like the bullshit that goes on with the club and all the rumors and stuff with players moving and not coming and who is coming and who's leaving and all the other stuff. Like I just try to focus on like the actual players and worry about what we got and like what we got is damn good. I mean, for as much shit as people talk about Barcelona, we're still probably the 6th, 7th best team in the world. So could be worse.
Yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely love it. Just very quickly, okay, Gundogan, they're set to leave Barcelona on a free, and I'm pretty sure they are wanting to do that to ensure that they're trying to make sure that they can do that. Clear some space so we can register Danny Olmo, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's making what? I think he's on like 18 million this year or something, around that number. So it's a pretty the second highest number, or third highest number behind Lewandowski and Frankie on the team. He, from every inclination that I've gotten over the past year, he does not like playing. He can play that deep lying midfielder, but that's not his preferred position. He likes to play a little bit further up the pitch, in a position that I just said we have 9 people that play that position. So he's not going to be the person who plays there every single game. And so, I mean, I'm all about players wanting to play. So if he can find a better situation and it works for everybody, plus the money and all that good stuff, like, he was a good servant, and we wish him well. I don't like the way that a lot of these situations are being handled, but if you've been to Spain, yeah. So I mean, we'll be fine. He'll go back to City. I think he'll help City complete the 5. He's the piece that City needs. So hey man, they needed another body in midfield. And he's probably better than anybody else they were going to buy. He doesn't need a year.
By far.
He doesn't need a year of Pep adaptation. He might play on Sunday.
That'd be crazy if he does.
I'm just saying he does what Kovacic was brought in to replace him, and he still is better than Kovacic at the thing that Kovacic does. So
is he?
Yes, there has never been a day on this earth where Mateo Kovacic was better than Ilkay Gundogan. Not a day. Never.
I hear it. I hear it. It's just age and just.
Kovacic they're the same. Kovacic is damn near the same age. They're damn near the same player. It's just Gundo does a little bit better version of what he does.
Yeah. Technically, yeah. I mean, from a technical standpoint, he's great. No problem. No doubt. Okay. All right. When is Danny Olmo going to get his first run?
Depending on when we get this Gundo thing done, I would say probably this weekend.
That's necessary, like to register him.
The whole. I think I don't like. This is where between FFP in England, the 1-to-1 rule in Spain, and all this stuff, I'd get quite confused. And like, this is why I don't really care about too much of it and understanding. Like, I think everybody's broke. I think everybody's got money. I think a lot of these clubs are doing creative financing, i.e., that Conor Gallagher deal, João Felix deal that wasn't a swap, but somehow is a creative financing deal. So I don't know how any of this stuff works. So supposedly, getting rid of Gundo will free up enough space in the salary system for us to register Danny Olmo's salary, and then maybe add another salary on top of that. So apparently, apparently the problem for Barca isn't exactly paying the transfer fees. It's getting these people registered in the salary bills. because Clement Longway is still making $14 million from a deferred payment from like 2019.
Oh my gosh! Like just the cleanup of the Bills, and still the most expensive player in all of Spain is still hurt for y'all. And there, when he comes back, there may not be any room for him. Will there?
He'll play. He's the highest, like, you know how this works. He's the highest paid player on the team. He's gonna play. If he's healthy, he will play. And he'll probably play in that, and like he'll play the deep line, the deep line midfielder. I think he'll be good in our system, in that new system, but we'll see.
Okay, all right, there we go. Cool. Well, let's get it over. That was obviously on a Saturday. As we stay in the Charles section, and for the moment, we will keep the North London, the other team from North London, Tottenham Hotspurs. They made it to the King's Power Stadium and ended in a 1-1 draw against Leicester, and the Foxes returned back to the Premier League. Just very quickly, what'd you like? What you saw out of Tottenham? What didn't you like out of seeing Spurs this weekend?
They had good energy in the first half. Created a lot of chances. They remind, like, honestly, up until a certain point, they remind me of Barcelona. They're very slow starting, but they're creating chances in the first half. Except for right at that moment of demarcation, Barcelona will actually score a goal to win that game. And that same exact game, Tottenham will give up a goal and lose that game, or give up a goal and then a draw. Yeah, they played well. Like, I was excited to see Solanke out there. A little unlucky to not get a goal. But I think he's definitely, like, over the course of the season, definitely an upgrade from Richie. Timo Werner out there getting cardio. I don't like. We got to figure out something with Sonny. But I think I'm always developing new soccer theories.
What do we mean by that?
I'm always developing new soccer theories. Through me watching a lot of soccer, and like stranding your wings, unless you're gonna like play, essentially like kind of play your wing like Arsenal do with Saka, Barca do with Lamine, and like previously Barca did with Dembele, kind of PS, and like funnel them the ball. They're just standing on the touchline, i.e. Cole Palmer, like at this weekend. Like, if you're just going to have them out there just standing out there, it's kind of pointless. Right. And so Sonny's standing on the touchline, like, they're super easy to double up. And so that's one problem. Our midfield is the definition of mid. Matters is the best midfielder we have, and he is a 7. He's a 7 of a midfielder. He's not a great player. He's a 7. He's above average. But he's also on that same Leicester. He was also on that same Leicester team that got relegated.
Like, I saw you with that text, and I was like, so was Vardy, so was Iheanacho, but Matters was hurt a little bit. Yeah. But you rate him, though.
But you can't tell me. But to tell me you're that, but you got relegated is one thing. So I just need to that's the.
Man, I never thought. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
That's the. Name the great players who have gotten relegated. There's one thing to be on a bad team, and there's another thing to we got relegated. They just that's where I see like they lack the most is in the middle of the park. Like Betancourt's not good. Kulishevsky's not good. These are all like they're just 6s and 7s. Like none of them are good. Like, and just like to like spend the money, dude. Like I don't have a problem with you getting these young players, but like. You need to spend the money on one of these midfielders. Like we need to improve. Two $60 million midfielders will be fine. Like if they would have gotten Onana, fire. If they need a Onana, a Moreno, like they need a Zubamendi, like they need players like that, like somebody that's gonna actually like do something. But we're off and running.
Do you think it's more of the same? Yeah. Do you think it's more of the same from what you've seen?
It's more of the same, but it's It's more the same, but it's like they had like what do they besides outside of Solanke? It's just like what do they actually do to improve the team? So it's like they're more it's more the same, but like I don't see anything that out there that would make me think I should see something differently.
Okay.
Like I'm not expecting like Pap.
I had y'all top 4.
No, I'm not. When I see Betancourt in the,
it's early.
I'm not expecting us to go dominate the game. That's all. Like,
yeah, fair enough. Look, I do like Kulu coming off the bench now, though. That's fine. I thought Johnson was fine. Yeah, and like Kulu's like fine. Like I just don't want to see him out there 70 minutes.
Imagine if those guys were the people coming off the bench.
Yeah, you go. Right.
Now that's squad depth.
Right.
Now that's now we're doing something. Now we're talking.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So in terms of Spurs needs, you would love to see some midfielders. They kind of remind me of Liverpool because I don't like Liverpool's midfield either. But what they're clearly not is. But actually, we'll see. because Sonny's super dope. If Solanke's gets going, they don't have that right wing who
except special, but in that 1-to-1, Timo Werner would be Cody Gakpo, and there are miles between those two as players.
This is true. Well, we'll look to see what they're gonna do. Let's jump to the op section, and we'll hold off Arsenal and United talk until we get with our boys. But games and ops. You know what Sunday like for me with Chelsea and City was last year. We're watching a Chelsea Liverpool as a family because we're like, yo, Poch and Klopp. Okay, let's see what's good. And Chelsea, the reason why I liked that, like when I see them like against the Big Six on a Sunday, like to start the year, because they're gonna play their way, right? And Maresca literally is gonna do what Pep does without the quality, without the changes and things of that nature. So I was like excited for the game. Then I realized I have no idea what Chelsea's project is. Like I thought that all preseason, like I'm just like I do not know what they're doing, like at all. And then I got excited because I'm like, wow, the players are actually. I think there's good players there. I think there's like, and maybe I'll do this exercise with you. Yeah, I think I rate 4 players in their 11, maybe 5.
There aren't good players there because you're saying 5 out of 43 players are good. That means there are 38 bad players there.
Maybe. And I was being conservative.
What you're not saying is
I want to rate Enzo.
Even the ones let's say every person that you have on the fringe of good, you push over to good. There's still 30 people in the squad that aren't good.
This is a problem with them. No Reece James, by the way. That's unfortunate. His what do we call his hamstrings? Paper mache. The other day,
soggy cornflakes.
Yeah, that's oh man, those are the worst too. By the way, and we're not even talking the soggy frosted flakes, but just the soggy cornflakes. What's going on? Once again, I think they can gel, but I have no idea. Can you give anybody? Can you give the people like anything on Chelsea? Like anything positive?
The good news, I think they're 1 player away. So hear me out.
I'm listening.
If they need to sign Big Vic. And the reason they need to sign Big Vic is because if they had 1 player.
Hold on.
No. Hear me out. Once they have Big Vic, they have to build around him. They need if they have 1 player, that the only way for them to actually sort through the 43 people is go, this is the person that's guaranteed. You get what I'm saying? Like the more guaranteed people they have, the easier it is to weed out these other people. So if Cole is guaranteed, right? So now we're fighting. Now you have 42 people fighting for 10 spots. Once Victor comes, now I have my attack 2/3 done. Do you see how much easier it is to now build the rest of this team around these 2 people? everything else kind of will make sense if you're building around those two.
I feel like but you like Gee, right? Because I was like, I think they should get Osimhen and just like figure some shit out.
No, I think
at least they can score goals on the regular, which they did last year.
Mark Gee's better than Nicholas Jackson right now.
Yeah,
like
I don't think Nicholas Jackson's. He's not one of the 5 I rate.
And the fact that he actually made the squad tells me I'm not wrong about Mark Gee. And he got in the game, but yeah, I think that's what they just need. I'm not saying it has to be Victor. I'm saying, like I said, use Victor as an example. But if they can get like another player to build to go next to Cole, then they have to build around those two, and they'll actually have direction.
Yeah.
The player will give them direction. It doesn't matter about the coach. The player will give them direction because, like, if they sign Victor because of the money they have to spend and the wages he'd be on, they couldn't get rid of him. Cole's too good to get rid of. We're building around these two. Let's work from there. What is your like? And then say Pedro Neto works out. That's your 3. Him or Javier works.
So he's one of the ones I rate, by the way.
So I'm saying there's your 3. Enzo or Caicedo. There's 4.
You got Ja playing on the left.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you can start once you start to like put the static players that aren't going anywhere, like a Cole, you can start to slowly piece it together. If Reese could stay healthy, now you have your entire right flank is already done.
So I rate Cucurella.
He earned his rank. He earned his rating.
Yeah, he did, definitely this summer, like no question. I still rate Caicedo from an athletic standpoint. I rank Enzo. Lavia got to show me at this stage. I still rate Cole.
He was,
and alive. I rate Neto. It was wild. That was crazy. Yeah. That's what them. Once again, I have no idea what to expect from them. They could go and win the Conference League and then just get to Europa and still finish 12th. Or if it's like, yo, if we just go and score goals and they get Big Vic, they could easily be top 5. I have no idea with them. They are like, biggest wild card.
Let's think about the players in their squad that they just don't like, that I just have forgotten about on this topic. No, we haven't even mentioned Mudryk. Just 90 million that they like, and he's gonna make a great Spur next year. Him and Jack Grealish are gonna revolutionize Spurs in 2 years. Trying to tell you, Jack Grealish might wear the armband for Tottenham in a couple years.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Jack Grealish.
Flipping on the other side. Shout out to your boy Pat.
Jack Grealish was born to be a fucking Spur.
Oh yeah, Lily White's right.
Born to play the Spurs, man.
City looked like City does. Big Norway, just if he gets a chance, get somebody on the shoulder, somebody behind him, he's making plays. Kovacic's final goal was nice. Thought De Bruyne looked better than he did last year around this time. Can you put some love on my boy Rico Lewis now, or are you still holding out? Rico's nice.
Reasons why I don't even pay attention to Rico Lewis's game. His hair. 1. 2. He wears number 82. You want me to take you? You want me to take you seriously? Get a serious number. If he's wearing that number because City ain't gave him a real number, that tells me everything I need to know. He deserves a first team number at this point. Unless his grandma.
He does.
Unless his grandma was born in 1982 or some shit. He needs to get a different number if he wants me to take him seriously.
I hear that.
He's number 80. He's number 82 and a floppy haired kid. Like, well, yeah.
Solid player though, man.
He is solid.
Anyways,
I don't like his get down.
Yeah. What you think about Sabio?
Dancing out here. The real nice. The real Brazil is back.
They got some choices to
Savio.
That's what
Are we calling him Savio or Savinho? Which one does he want to go by?
What is he here?
I don't
What
know.
is he here?
I think
Savio, right?
I thought he's Savinho, but he's Savinho and he plays for Brazil.
Yeah, the
So,
NHL because
yeah,
of
I fuck with,
INHL. Yeah, that's just the thing they do. So.
but anyway, yeah. Once again, another reason why Jack Grealish is gonna make a great Spur in 2 years. That man is never getting back.
There's no room for him.
He doesn't play.
Bob is better, right?
Little Norway.
Doku.
Keep it. But I'm just saying, like, he doesn't. And all of them guys are fast and direct, and he is not direct anymore.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he's changed it because he used to dribble at dudes and be more vertical.
But maybe Pep can play him as like a Foden backup, as like that second midfielder, interior midfielder. I think another player that I think would be good as a more interior player. Because once again, my only theory is Jack Grealish Jack Grealish should be playing more as an interior player, so he can get the ball.
Oh, okay,
get to the ball for
more of a 10.
A bunch of these guys, like I said, have been playing their whole lives on these other smaller teams before they got to the big leagues. They had the ball at their feet their whole lives. And now like I said, then we just stick these people on the touchline. I think they're going to be effective. I just don't see how that's going to work. Like Jack Grealish is a 10. He probably the first time he didn't play the 10 is he was 20. Now Pep told you to go stand out there.
I love that.
Like I'm just saying, now Pep told you to go stand out there and twiddle your thumbs. Like, nah, man.
I hear it. City they did their thing. Just real quick. In the morning, I just had a quick 30-second thought. Mo Salah is still him, and I actually think this is his last year at Liverpool. And I think he's going to cash out. Like, are you up or down on the hair?
I would say up, just because I hate that shit he does like towards the end of the season when it's just kind of scraggly.
Yeah, but you look like he ain't touched it in a month, right? Yeah. I think Darwin's about to be out.
Everybody's about to be out. Allison's gone after this year. Salah's gone. Darwin will have to put up some numbers. But there'll be a bunch of people that'll take Darwin just because his work rate is crazy.
Jota looked nice. Thought he did his thing. Diaz just back to Liverpool form, dancing on cats, just not scoring, missing chances, but put on a Columbia shirt. He has like 3 goals in a game, probably. Trent, top 5 passer in the world.
Sure. Not what I stay up thinking.
It don't matter because he'll defend.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I like Trent though.
It's fucking irrelevant.
I think Trent's a nice. Well, for me, I think Trent's gonna be a future Madrid player. So I think he's gonna take over Carvalho's spot here.
I will be so excited for that.
I think if we can get him some cover, pause.
How?
I don't know.
Hold on. Do you hear what you have to say?
Yeah.
We have to cover for the right back. The right back is the cover.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's got something special to him. I don't know what it is, but that man just puts things on the rope. But
that's cool.
That was my quick thing with Liverpool. Arne Slot, congratulations.
The Alphonso Davies TAA center fullback pairing. I can't fucking wait. Can't wait as a Barcelona fan for that.
Oh God, that would be bad.
Like you do it.
I don't think we can. That's the
thing. Together. One day we'll talk about Madrid.
Yeah. Like we can't do, but we gotta do.
But I'm just saying, one day we're going to talk about the fact that like you guys can't just continue to add offensive players. Everybody can't just go forward all the time.
Yeah, Carla.
But Jesus Christ, I'm just saying, like you have 2 fullbacks, neither want to defend. On top of the 4 other guys you have that don't want to defend. And that's going to be like, all right.
Just that. Great transition. Great segue. Madrid for the 4th straight year did not get 3 points at Mallorca and ended in a 1-1 draw. and Mbappe's first La Liga match wearing, obviously, the Madrid kit. There was, I got a still photo, and I'm pretty sure 5 people were on the left at one time in a matter of like 10 seconds. Like they were just all there. And I was like, what is going on? And I'm talking left and like all within like a pack. Like you could have done multiple total football triangles.
They're in a rondo.
It wasn't good. Yeah. That's basically what it is. They were in rondo training, 100%. I would say this. I wrote you the other day, last Wednesday, when they played Atalanta, and I'm just like, I don't know who's their best passer right now. I mean, I never had to worry about that because Cruz, I think Arda Güler could do that for Madrid, but right now he's not starting. I am not in panic mode by any stretch of the means. Okay? Not at all. I will say, if it's humming, it looks really, really, really good, like it did second half against Atlanta. And also, I don't mean to be overly critical because we did win a trophy this week, the biggest trophy that you can win in the before we get into Champions League play, the Club World Cup. But Charles, I'm not concerned. I just don't want Don Carlo to come through and it's December and he's like, man, I got to just take care of all these egos. There's been no schisms by any stretch of means. Once again, they have won a title. I'm going to just put this out there. I have not said it all summer. This is a team that can go invincible the whole way if they figure out what they're supposed to do. Because they're Barcelona. You know what? I'm willing to say this. There's no team that's going to beat them outside of Barcelona this year.
That's not. No, I was about to. That's as soon as you said that, they're going to lose at the Wanda.
I think we could get them.
No, from what I saw, because the problem with what you're saying is, unless they fix something, all you have to do is get the ball back and ping like 3 passes, and you are out. And who's going to want to do that more than anybody? Diego Simeone's going to want to sit deep and absorb all that pressure. And then I'm going to send Julian Alvarez, Sorloth, and Antoine at your ass on a counterattack. Because that's where they were getting, like, that's where I saw them in the most trouble. It's like I said, I'm this year, my main positional focus is midfield. And I just see the value, like the real value of like having people who can break up the opposition's breaks, who can hold the ball for like, and if every time you guys get the ball, you're just trying to go score, it just is like, Jude's not a midfield. Like I said, I texted to you, Jude's not a midfielder anymore. He's an attacking player. However you want, whatever position he's in, but he's an attacking player. And so like you are only playing, even when Camavinga comes back, he's going to have to take somebody's spot. So I just don't know. You guys are going to have to find the balance. And then but I don't know. I'm interested to see how it works, man. I'm really interested just because I think some of that will permeate. Yeah. I think some of the attitude, I'm interested to see how, not the egos, but the general attitude of the team shifts. It's because Jude is so offensive minded and Mbappe is so offensive minded and Vinny so offensive minded. Does that trickle over to where now Valverde is 5% more offensive minded and Camavinga is 5% more offensive minded, and now Tchouaméni's trying to hit more 30-foot bombs because I got well, shit, it's time for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or is the goal on everybody doing their thing? Because Rudiger can't stop everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And we're not trying to put that on it. I mean, listen.
No, that's how it feels. That's how, I ain't gonna lie. In a lot of these games, that's how it's felt for the last 6, 7, 8 months when I've been watching Madrid.
Yeah. And he was, but you and I have talked about this. He was the most consistent player since 2024 of the new year. No question about it.
But y'all can't, they had
we got him on a free.
Just unbalanced, man. That's all. Like, I mean, there's so many words we all said all that to say. They're just unbalanced, and it's like super obvious.
Yeah.
Like they'll fix it, but I don't know how it's gonna work once you start dropping players. I don't know how that's gonna work. And
Gotta
just
do better.
and just the general fact of
Yeah.
like Carlo's gonna have to tell him like you play on the right wing, and that's where you stay. Because if that whole like the only thing I've noticed about fluidity, everybody just goes to their favorite spot. Anytime I've ever seen like they all nope,
for sure.
and everybody wants the ball in the same exact spot. So when it's time to be fluid, everybody's just fluid towards their shot. So which is all the same,
right?
So, like I said, maybe it's Arda Guler because he'll stay on the right side because he's left-footed, so he'll stay on the right side.
Let's hope so.
If not,
let's hope so.
And at the same time, like you'll be able to beat 98% of the teams. It's really just going to be like a team like City.
That's exactly right. Just
a team like Bayern, a Derby, or playing against us, a team that can actually like absorb your pressure and then catch you on the counter. Because I love the fact of you guys pushing all those players forward, us winning the ball back, and now I got Lamine in 30 yards of space.
Ugh. I just thought about that. That don't feel good. That don't feel good
because he puts more fear in people's. He's the second most instilling fear in people's hearts player on that field if they're now Classico.
Yes, and I mean he scored 2 goals without saying he scored 2 goals because of the goal line technology. Appreciate you. Shout out to your man. We don't want to. I mean, I don't understand how we don't have the goal technology, and Tevez, he's just ridiculous, and that shouldn't have been happening.
It's so stupid though. Yeah, we don't have the goal line technology, but we got the semi offsides, and then in England they don't have the semi offsides, but they got the goal line. So
until this week, they got the.
I don't understand like at a certain point like why like ESPN isn't paying for that.
Yeah.
Like, we want
you want the rights? Take care of something for us.
Yes, we want you to have goal line technology.
Yeah, because it's better for the watch.
You just put a fucking extra camera.
We don't want to debate it
for your own thing. Put another camera.
Yes, exactly.
Stupid.
Yep. Super simple. Yeah. Let's get into I think our most fun segment. Let's finish it up tonight. Who are the top 5 players across Europe who need a divorce? And we'll only stop if we have a disagreement. And you will go first. They need a divorce from their clubs before this transfer window is over. We just got to figure it out. We want them to do.
Are we calling this the Julian Alvarez Award?
Bad players. Yeah, because he's already had it. So like
I'm saying, but he's like the quintessential player. Okay.
Yeah, because you won everything. Why would you stay anyway?
Right. Okay.
Or it's a matter of like, I ain't won nothing, and I'm just not getting my playing time.
Okay. This is easy. Okay.
You go first. Give me one.
The 22 players on Chelsea who weren't called up.
Outside of Chelsea players.
Just start there. I'm going to go Cody Gakpo.
Not in my top 5. What did I tell you this summer about him? I mean, obviously he was playing for playing for the Dutch, and he did his thing. But what would be next for him? Like, why does he need a divorce from the team of where he's a squad player?
He's not because he's better than a squad player. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but he's better than a squad player.
You trust him more than Darwin, right?
Yes, but I'm saying he's better than Xerxes. He could start on Tottenham. That's what I'm saying is like when you're that quality of player, it's like there's no need for you to do that when you could just go play for another Big Six. He'd start on Villa. He'd start on West Ham.
Yeah.
He'd start on Newcastle.
Instant. 100%. I have one for you. And because this, I don't want to say it's cheating, but it's just because it's just time. I have no idea why Federico Chiesa is not in another league somewhere
I don't understand how he's not a Tottenham
and getting
player.
75 to 80 minutes.
I don't understand how he's not. He does like how teams aren't running to go get him.
Chiesa is better than Martinelli, and you can put him on the left.
Yes,
He can play. He can play on the left. So that's why I just don't understand this. And I could. And here's my thing. Maybe Edu is just waiting to the end and is like, listen, I'm gonna give y'all 3 games. Y'all, and honestly, we'll go down an Arsenal rabbit hole next week because it depends how things go with Villa and going through. And these first 5 games when that fixture came out, I was like, yo, I don't feel confident at all about the start. We only could maybe get 2 or we only could get maybe 6, 7 points. Martinelli's gonna have to prove it. You got Villa, you got Brighton, yes, at Spurs and at the Etihad. That's our next 4 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Something gonna have to prove itself. If nobody's good on the left in 2 weeks, figure it out. Anyways, that's my second player. You go ahead. What's your third? We're glad we agree on the first 2. And you sold me on the Gakpo, by the way. You did sell me on it.
Trying to think. Thomas Partey. They've been trying to sell you for 4 years, bro. They've been. Hey,
boy, lost the ball.
I'm just saying, if you've been in the rumors that long, man, just go ahead and pack your stuff up.
He's just not dependable anymore for what this team needs. Fantastic for depth. Because once Mikel Merino's in the building, well, we hope he's going to be in the building, Partey becomes way, way less valuable to the team. Definitely more valuable for like a team in Saudi or something like that, but definitely becomes less valuable for Arsenal once Mikel Merino comes through. Because now Jorginho can be your cover on that front.
Mm-hmm.
I like that pick. Love that pick. Don't like it or love it. Leroy Sané, it's time in Bayern. Elise,
I disagree with that one.
I think it's time.
He's got his teammates.
You know what?
His teammates is coming.
Let's scratch that. I think it's Kingsley Coman.
There you go.
He can.
Are you just gonna sit here and tell me people that you know were like looking for loans already? You said Chiesa and Kingsley Coman.
No.
You can have both of them.
I actually, but here's my thing. I'm gonna say that, but they could be starters. F them being with Arsenal. I'm not talking about that. Like Kingsley Coman could be a starter somewhere.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, there's nobody on Bayern that
I just don't see it.
There's nobody on Bayern that probably benefited more from Vincent Kompany coming than Sané. That's his man for real.
As boys, yes.
That's his man. I don't think
this is a big week. You know what?
I don't think that's.
Let's tune in this weekend.
Yeah, but I still don't think that like he would send. I think of all people, he'd be like, "Nah, Leroy's a guy I can fix." And he wasn't that bad last year either.
Oh, I don't think so either. It's just like I hear you. Let's keep an eye out for this weekend once they get going. Let's keep an eye on them. All right, we agree, and I'll give you the 5th.
N'Golo Kante, come on home. You're better than the Saudi League. Come play real football.
Not mad at it. Sounds like they're either talking about Leicester or West Ham. Instant starter on both, I think. Next to Paqueta would be nice. Paqueta. Okay. All right, not mad at it. I like that. All right, cool. Good exercise. Is there somebody, let me ask this. Is there somebody in France? Is there somebody who is a starter somewhere, but is not as appreciated as they should be. You know, you're a good man. You're in the house. You provided for the family. 401k is good because of you.
The person who I've decided.
But you still basically need a divorce.
Easy. Huh? You said what about the divorce?
Oh, you just may. I mean, like, but that may hurt, but it may be the best thing for you. What does that look like?
Are we not describing the same
type of
exact thing you
player
just said? You like him, but we just did the same. You literally just asked the same question.
Yeah. But it's somebody who is not in the rumors though. We don't. These things aren't public. We know them privately.
You said
these
all
things
the
aren't
rumors.
public.
They're not on any
the
rumors.
transfers.
Everybody I said wasn't in the rumors. That's why I thought that was exercise.
Oh no! I thought you did it. I thought no. I disagree with that. N'Golo Kante is in the rumors.
Okay,
but
not so much like Chiesa,
who
literally is not even in the squad.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I may have cheated a little bit. Go ahead.
Old boy from Sporting.
Yorkeres
can play in the big boy league.
Another guy would be nice.
Can play in the big boy league.
I like that. Good pick. I like that. Good pick. Good pick. I like that pick a lot, actually. What about it's somebody who wanted to break up, but they stayed for the kids. They really didn't want to avoid their situation, like messing up their entire situation. Zubamendi's too good to be on Sociedad. And he said no to everybody, but like, how do we push him out the door? It's almost like you need somebody like that road dog, like your cousin, your best friend, and be like, hey, listen, it was great. Nobody's going to judge you. Just go. It's okay. Just go and fulfill your dream. Like, I'm not sure he's going to get the thing is like Nico flipped the script. Bilbao got a trophy, bro. First time in 40 years. When's Sociedad getting that trophy? Unai Emery's not walking through that door.
Sociedad been good, though.
But what? For what, though?
I'm saying no like they're like a Europa League level team, like pretty consistently now.
So was Sevilla. And then Unai was getting them over the line.
What else do you want from them?
Sociedad's not going to get that.
I guess that's what I'm asking. What else?
I don't care about them. I care about Zubamendi.
That man lives in Spain.
I know what Sociedad is.
That man makes millions of dollars and lives in Spain. What else would you want him to do with his life?
Yes.
I think the idea to a person who lives in Spain going to live in England sounds horrible.
Yeah. That's a good point.
They won the Copa del Rey in 1920.
You're right.
No disrespect.
So before the Great Gatsby was 1920.
No, 2019.
You said 1920.
No, in the 1920 season, like
you said 1920.
No, in the 1920.
Oh, 19. Season. Okay. So they won the Copa. Gotcha. Okay, sorry. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
and before then?
They got three Copas. They got three Copas. They won back-to-back La Ligas in the 80s. I mean, I'm not here to sit here and disagree with you that Zubamendi's too good, but they got a squad though.
Were Lamin's parents born in the 80s?
Clearly. They're younger than you, so yeah. You were born in the 80s, so. I'm just saying, they got Zubamendi, Moreno.
They could have been Lamin's parents could have been 90 and just had themselves a little wild child.
No.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Is like the 80s. That's right. So we're on the same page. We got that. All right. This is fun. We'll have a couple little thought, as you would say, some thought exercises. And then you know what? That may change towards the end of the transfer season. So give us some lasting thoughts. I saw something this weekend, which is not going to blow your mind. It's not me being Homer, but I want to get your lasting thought first.
I got 3 words for you to end the day. Javi was right.
About the youngins.
Everything.
Okay. All right. I like it.
The money, the players.
Oh, okay.
Everything.
I see.
I'm just saying the money, the players, the club.
I see.
Everything.
All right. I like that. Mbappe is the best gift and curse that Madrid has had in years, more so than CR7. CR7 in the later years didn't like him the last 2 or 3 years, always threatening to leave. I get it because he was mad at the Spanish government on the tax and stuff, etc. But Mbappe, I went to a football game this weekend in suburban Indianapolis. And I saw a kid. I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of dope. And he was walking just a little bit in front of his dad. And I saw the shorts. And I'm like, oh, no, those are these are not the replica. These are not the replica. These are the joints right here. And then I saw the 9 on the back. And then the Mbappe in script or whatever it was, or just the different bubble writing. I was like, oh, okay. Al Madrid. I'm like, he goes, and then the dad just steps in and goes, man, he just loves Kylian Mbappe. And we got the official one. It took about 2.5 weeks to order. So I'm like, all right, this dude knows what he's doing. He ordered the real shits. I loved seeing that Saturday because I'm like, yo, my club has reach in suburban Indianapolis. What I didn't love is when I was opening up my iPhone and it's telling me that I could go to ESPN3 and get an Mbappe only cam for the match. An Mbappe only cam for the match. Bro, that's the stuff that I'm worried about. Love that what he's done. He's made Flo a ton of money in merch, and even more so. What I don't love about it is that if you're going to go, I just don't love that part of it. And so that's cool to like make sure he has that. But if you're going to go lone wolf on the dude, and then what happens if he doesn't do anything that day, but yet other people scored 2 or 3 goals, but he ain't have nothing to do with it. Then you got a conundrum on your hand. And then that turns into like, no, I have an angry camper. And if I have an angry camper, that means I have no harmony. That means I'm not winning stuff. Happy to see Mbappe's stretch, pause. But in terms of his branding is global. I saw it with my eyes in a Real Madrid kit. But I don't like what that can look like if they continue with that during ESPN play. That's where I'm at. The division could come, as you've been predicting since last June, or for some time.
You're not that guy.
Division could come.
He's not that guy. I think you could be the best player in the world and not that guy. And I think that 2 years after the stadium gets built, Big Norway's coming to Barcelona. Oh, we'll have a real war. But I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm super
potentially.
I'm more interested in what's going to happen with I'll probably watch more Madrid games than I have. I usually usually use Madrid games for naps, but this year I guess I'll stay up. Shout out to Mojica too.
If anything, it's going to be fascinating.
Shout out to Mojica balling out the other day for Mallorca. I've been watching him play for fucking Colombia in CONCACAF games forever, and he's always been good.
Nice.
So good quality players on some of these teams. So even how did Madrid get held up by Mallorca? It's like, dude, they got players that are not scared of playing Vinicius and Rodrigo.
Yep.
Like they watch them in real, and they be beating them in real life too. So it's like, they're like, oh, well, they got him for $5 million. It's like, have you watched Colombia play? He one of their main players.
Right. Exactly.
Like third or fourth name on the team sheet.
Yeah. Amen. You're right. Thanks for checking this out. Make sure you're clicking the like button. Make sure you're clicking subscribe on everything Multiplicity Media content. Tomorrow we'll have the live WNBA show hoodie and the headband on Wednesday. Then Friday we'll get to American football, and you will also potentially see some predictions for the weekend on Friday night to make sure that you are getting things ready to roll for EPL and La Liga. And what I will be really, I would say, dialed in for Saturday the 24th is a visit from Nico Williams. Will be playing at the Camp Nou this weekend. Should be fun.
Easy work. It won't be fun. Easy work. He's gonna have a long night. Our best player, and who I decided the jersey home jersey I will be rocking this year. The best right back in the world. Pack that shit up.
Yep.
Jules Koundé.
Arteta, you must.
Even when they played when France played Spain, Nico wasn't the reason that Spain beat France.
Nope. Gonna be fun. I'm excited to see y'all this week. See how Barcelona does and Flick heads over to the Camp Nou for the first time in the La Liga match.
Not the Camp Nou, we're still at the
See,
Montjuic. Appreciate
you, boy.
Still playing at the Montjuic.
Oh yeah, y'all renovations. Get it together over there. Hurry it up.
Man, I got ours together faster than y'all. Y'all still ain't even got. Are y'all done with y'all's yet? They phase 17.
Yeah.
Phase 17 of the burnabout.
Taylor Swift.
They putting more aluminum foil outside.
Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Out here. It's all good. We appreciate y'all.
The new Camp now has a catwalk, so we outside. I'll send you a pic. I'll be there.
Make sure FDJ don't hurt his ankle in the catwalk.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, my boy. We easy.